What's up? Mop Dog here. 2 jumbo boxes of Riftbound TCG in Chinese. Yeah, last time I ordered one. Last time I opened 1 jumbo, 2 slims. The jumbo boxes come with 2 textured cards. We are chasing the alternate art overnumbered signed cards, which are going for a few $100 right now. English game does not release until October 31st. So this is going to be my last opening of this in Chinese before the English stuff comes out. Let's see what we can get. Last time we got a pretty cool Teemo, a Kaisa. Those two are the big ones. I think we got a decent Jinx as well, but not my favorite skin of Jinx. Not even a top, I don't know, 3 skin, really. So let's see what we can get this time. It sounds like the game itself, because there's some sort of trial games going on at LCSs around North America. None where I am as of yet. But sounds like for the most part people are enjoying the game. It is a bit more complex, not like Magic, but there's a lot of errata, so additional clarification on rules and stuff. But we'll see. I'm hoping to try it. I expect to enjoy it, and I like the League of Legends IP quite a bit, and it's a very popular IP around the world. So I expect it to do pretty well. So these jumbo packs, we got 3 rares in that one. One's interesting. And these are runes. Kind of similar to like Dawn cards or Mana and Magic. Dawn cards are in one piece. Energy and Pokemon kind of thing. Yeah. Hoping to open quite a bit of this in English. Play quite a bit, but we'll see. I've only got 3 boxes pre-ordered, and as you guys know with most TCGs right now, that's not a guarantee. Nar. Poppy. Not a rune card in everyone, is this a token? Yeah, so this side's looks like a token card. Yeah, given the price of Pokemon and stuff, haven't really been ripping it. I did vend for the first time on Saturday. It's a slower show, which was perfect for me because first time, yeah, forget to do a lot of things. You go in with a plan and doesn't quite work out. Who's that? Okay, bam, just like that. There's our first textured card of the box. Alt Art Leona. Is that Leona? Pretty sure. We'll sleeve that one up. So vending was interesting. It was quiet, and then when people came to the table, it seemed like multiples came at the same time. Made some pretty, I don't know, cool trades and stuff. I tried to keep it simple. I would buy cards at 70% value if I was interested in them, and or if people wanted to get cash very quick. I was buying at 70, trading at 80 was the general rule of thumb. If they had a particularly desirable card, I was willing to up my trade offers. Nara again, Poppy again, and a rune. Yeah, so I made a good chunk of trades. So overall, it was interesting. I was planning on doing videos or pictures of what I sold. Doing a quick video selling these three for $110 or something, just so that I had something for my records. I still have to reconcile. There's a leader card, Jinx leader card. Pretty cool art. Oh, it's an epic hit. A Yasuo. Probably sleeve both of those. I like the leader cards. They're pretty good looking. As far as cards and artwork goes, for a new TCG, I think the art's awesome. So yeah, vending. I wanted to take videos or pictures, have a record of what I sold and for how much. I have a vague recollection. I had some binders with, cards $1 to $5 and then 6 to 30 or something. Those did quite well. Um, didn't sell any of my heavy hitters because it was a pretty small show relative to what people might be used to when they go out to these. But I traded for some cool things. I'll do another video on that and just my general experience. So look forward to that. Yeah, Riftbound, October 31st. I know people can't see, they make that and it doesn't work as well as this. English, October 31st. As if you don't have enough card games to keep up with at this point. I've been opening so much. Well, not opening so much, but a whole bunch of different games. Star Wars, Lurkana, White Schwartz. Been opening the last month and a half or so. Oh, that's a cool Yasuo leader card. Hopefully another Jinx. So hoping, markets maybe cool off in 2026, but I doubt it at this point. Even pre-ordered some of the Spider-Man stuff. I am still a Marvel fan, though apparently it's cool to hate on Marvel right now because, ever since, the end of the Infinity Wars movies, it's kind of hasn't been as interesting. But I've still watched some of the different shows and enjoyed them. I think in the future, if Magic does some more Marvel series with more soul stones, it'll be quite the desirable box to open, box to hold kind of thing. But we'll see. Spider-Man, came out. There's no serialized cards. Seems that they weren't putting a ton of money into advertising. They were already pushing things like Avatar. Got a secret layer out on the 22nd for Spider-Man, which might gas it up. But I've watched a few openings of collector boxes for that new Spider-Man set, and the people opening it don't seem entirely thrilled. I don't think there's a ton of value in the cards. I guess maybe not as many expensive cards being reprinted in that set. But the artworks and the comic style stuff for me is just, it's A+. I think over the long haul, people will love having cards with the comic book style artwork. Darius. Another Yasuo. Just in case we wanted to. That's what they say in the game. So we have pulled 2 epics, but we've only pulled 1 textured card, I think. Unless this Yasuo is textured and I missed it. It could be like the Lee Sin. I'm not sure that that's the case because it's not an alt art. It's number 205 of 298. So the alt would be 205A if there was an alt for that one. So I'm expecting a hit in one of these last two packs. Thinking about listing a bunch of these on eBay because I've decided after last night's podcast with Pokey Office and Blake's Toys that I'll start listing some of my stuff on eBay just to have more. That's a gorgeous artwork. It's just a reverse foil. Last pack. So am I getting a textured card in here? That's funny how that one's mediocre. There we go. Let me know. Are you guys excited for Riftbound? Are you watching openings of Chinese product just because you don't want to wait until the end of October to check it out? We got some last pack magic going on here, or what? What's going on here? Reverse foil volley bear shield, it looks like. Rare. There's the. Okay, another epic. That's not a foil, though. I need a refresher on these. But again, great looking card. Get rid of the junk. Move on to the next one. So we got a nice Leona alt art there. Couple epics there. I think there's another epic in my rare pile, but I don't see the overnumbered, so maybe there's no guarantee there. Every jumbo box I think I've opened and seen somebody open had 2 textured cards in it. And the English edition is supposed to be the same. It's supposed to be 2 alts or textured cards per booster box on average. So some, I would assume, would have 1, and some might even have 3 to offset that. Be interesting when that happens, but if you want your product to be opened, I think you need some valuable chases, but you also need the opening experience itself to be relatively consistent. Opening Lorcana, the first box I've ever opened, girlfriend and I opened Fabled. And it was decent because they added a few new rarities. And they improved the legendaries a little bit, which was cool. But on the whole, just opening the Lorcana, I don't think it was as enjoyable as opening maybe a modern box of Pokemon. You've got really no textured cards. The legendaries maybe have sort of like a raised character on the card, but sort of a miss there. Magic collector boxes, tons of gorgeous artwork, borderless cards and the like. So that's a pretty good opening experience as long as you're not paying $1,000 to open a box, because that can hurt. Kiana and a Kaisa. So let's see how Riftbound does. I think for a first set, though, just seeing some of the art and the textured cards in person, they're awesome. And so that'll keep people, I think, opening the product and add a layer of collectability. But for the game to persist, because it is a game first and foremost, they're going to need it to be played frequently and enjoyed by card players. What some people might refer to as utility. If you appeal to both collectors and you have a game that's enjoyable to play, You broaden your perspective market. I think most people that open Pokemon or collect it. And that's a huge part of the driving forces in the market right now, is just people that hold long term or speculate, if you will. What is going on? Riftbound, do you have a batching issue?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Starting to think you do. Got a new camera on Amazon that we're using for the cards. Normally I just, oh, we got something. So hopefully the video quality is good for taking a look at these cards. You can see my fat fingers. Or as Pat Flynn likes to call it, his Diglett thumbs. There's a rare, followed by a textured card. MF, Miss Fortune.
She's a babe! Swing! Ari, 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 ari. What?
You can sort of see the texture pattern. The character itself appears to sort of have raised edges with texture all around. That is an Alt Art 162A. Gotta say though, when you open Star Wars or Lorcana or the like, you don't open cards as, I guess, pretty, for lack of a better word, as these. These are awesome. A huge fan of those. Well, let's hope we get 2 in this box. Both boxes early on, we got an alternate art. Got our hit early. But and of course I'm opening like a Muppet. Maybe I should work at Disneyland. Was reading yesterday that there's 3 spin-off shows maybe for League of Legends. We do have another textured card. Ooh, look at that epic. Another MF. This is not the textured card in the pack, so this is a double banger. Damn.
Your war mothers do not know true war.
Look at that. See what I'm talking about with the texture and the raising? How cool is that? Volley bear. Dang. These are clean. These are pretty gorgeous cards, I'm gonna say. I know most people think, Chinese, whatever. North America sold a decent number of Chinese Pokemon cards on the weekend, tag teams, because they are just too expensive in English, even the regulars, for a lot of people. So why not go with Chinese cards? The quality of the cards is, genuinely, there's the MF, genuinely better for the most part than English, because the Chinese stuff is printed overseas. In Pokemon's case, it's printed in Japan, same facilities that make the Japanese cards. So the texture quality is the same. So if you can get better texturing, same art cards for a quarter of the price, and at the end of the day, most people do just admire the artwork of their favorite cards. I guarantee you, if you have like a Moonbreon or something, you don't know what its attack is or how much damage it does or any of that. But I get it. In North America, English will always be more desirable. And the only truly desirable stuff from Japan and China will mostly be the exclusives, as opposed to, okay,
Bruh.
I'm getting trolled. This is getting ridiculous. I gotta find a better way to set this camera. The cord just keeps knocking it away. 4 jinxes. The only thing worse would be 4 Yasuos. Right?
Agreed.
Well, I was really hoping for a better... Jeez, I am opening like a clown today. Really hoping for 4 textured cards out of the 2 boxes, but here we are. I have 1 other box, but it is staying sealed for now.
What?
Missed out
Bro,
on
what are you
decent
talking about, man?
pre-orders for the second set of Riftbound, but it doesn't come out until like the new year, I think. I'm not willing to pre-order from a store and give them my money for 5 months or something before they ship a product that, and there's no guarantee I even get it at that point, right? In this market, I don't know how many times I've heard of somebody pre-ordering a Pokemon box or something. Market turns, boxes get more expensive, store cancels on them, relists it for, double. Not that all stores do that. And sometimes stores sell more than they're allocated. If you've watched some of the Poke&E videos and stuff, like he's covered some of those things. Just doesn't make sense to accept pre-orders on some of the stuff unless you know for certain you're getting a minimum allocation. Rip through these because I don't expect another big hit. Another Kaisa, a Teemo. 3 rares in that one. Cool. I like that the textured cards I got today are not ones I already have. Gotta be honest, I'm not used to opening packs with a giant rod in front of my, or a max rod, as some of you might call it, in front of my face. I'm not sure who that character is. But yeah, let me know. Comment if you're excited for Riftbound in English, if you've played on Tabletop Simulator or the like. I heard that other platform that was, I think, web-based might be coming back. They just had to align with the terms of service of Riftbound. Finally, a leader card that's not Jinx in this box. So 3 leader cards in both boxes, and somehow I ended up with 4 Jinxes. And one of the boxes only had 1 textured card. Oh, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's not even a textured card, but like that artwork just goes hard. So if you're a fan of League, oh, and an epic Jinx, looks like a shot from Arcane. Oh man, I think that has to go to Emily. Unfortunately. There you have it. Take a quick peek at our textured cards again. Misfortune. Look at that. Look at that, Leona. Already the texturing on some of these Riftbound cards coming out of Asia is far better than what we see in Pokemon. And what's our volley bear? It's this bad boy. I love those like slashes on the card. That's so cool. Yeah, tell me what you think. Honestly, it's a nice opening experience. These boxes are around 90 Canadian. So you might be like 65, 70 US if you find them. So overall, not bad. A lot of these textured cards go from 20 to 50 bucks a pop, maybe. I know my Timo was around 50. Haven't opened a signature card yet. I'm not sure what the pull rates are on those, but they're usually a few $100 online, which is pretty cool. And outside of having 1,700 Jinx cards, overall pretty good experience. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.